Hey guys, welcome back. The question on my plate today is from TY, and TY is asking, Evie, how do I prepare for my first virtual interview? So guys, how to prepare for your interview, an online interview, virtual interview, whatever you call it. And I'm really prepped to answer this because just last night I had an interview section and I can say I did well because right on the spot I was asked to take up the role and things like that. So how do you prepare for a virtual interview? If it's a new career path to you, you must have taken courses already. I want to believe you've done that. You would have taken courses, you would have gone through training, so you applied for this role. So when you apply for the job and you have an interview to prepare for, the first thing you should do is to, I know you guys are not expecting this, but the first thing you should do is to go on ChatGPT. Now, when you go on ChatGPT, explain to ChatGPT that I am applying to this company. This is the role I'm applying for. If they gave you a job description, type it on there as well. So what are the likely questions I'm to expect during the interview? So ChatGPT is going to generate a host of questions that they are likely going to ask you. And if it doesn't generate enough, ask more. What are the other questions that they could ask aside this? Now, you want to make sure that you get enough of the likely questions they are going to ask you. This is because going into a new role, a new career path, you might not have yet familiarized yourself with all of the nitty-gritties of that career path, with all of the register of that career path, and with all of the possible happenings of that career path. So when you go on ChatGPT would help you to see things that you might have not known, but then you can now prepare for it. It's also going to help you better prepare if you probably have taken courses and or however it's been a really long time now. You want to improve, you want to check if maybe there's been current updates in that particular field that you're not aware of. So ChatGPT would help you to bring all of that out, because the first and the best preparation that you can do for any interview is to first of all know your stuff. People want to know that you know your stuff, and when you know your stuff, you're increasing your chances of being employed. Once you've done all of that research, all of that learning, it brings us to the next point, which is ensure all of your materials are ready. I told you I had an interview last night. One of the things I did was to ensure there was enough fuel in my gen. I ensured my devices were charged. I ensured my data, of course I always have data, but I don't want any surprises. I don't want any surprises, so I make sure my data is optimal. So you don't want unnecessary things just ruining that experience. You don't want, make sure you're in a quiet environment. For example, if you're living with people, let them know you have something as an interview going on. In fact, remind them beforehand, because some people can be really people. Let me put it that way. Some people can be really people. So remind them beforehand. It's not when you're having your interview, that's when someone is coming to call your name and you're quickly trying to mute. All of those unprofessionalism is not good for a first experience. And if you can do that in an interview section, what will you then do when you have the job? Are you going to be filling their meetings with distractions and all of that? So you have to make sure you give yourself a quiet environment to stay. If you notice that where you usually work, there's bad connection there, bad network connection, move to a location, an area where the connection is better, so you're not having network interruptions. So all of those materials you just need to have ready. Your devices should be charged. Go to a place with good network. Make sure you have good data. Make sure you have light if you can, but if you can't have light, then also having your devices charged is a good way to go. So make sure all of your materials are ready. And the final step for today is your mindset. The kind of mindset you walk into that interview section with is going to reflect your confidence, is going to reflect how much you believe in yourself, is going to reflect what you're portraying internally on the people that are questioning you. So you want to ensure that you are walking into that interview section, you're attending that meeting ready. So you have to be sure that you're ready, even if it's just your first experience. There is no need to be shy. It's not just because it's your first experience doesn't mean you have to flop it. You can do very well in your first experience, and I'm telling you that I believe in you, TY. Whoever it is you are about to take your interview, I believe that you are fit for the role. The fact that you could apply for it already meant your fit. So go there ready, go there even if you feel you did not meet all of the criteria. Still go there knowing that the fact that they are interviewing you is a possibility that you would get the job. So go there and rest in that possibility that you would likely be coming out of that interview with the job. Believe in yourself, and I believe in you too. God believes in you too, so you are fit for that job. Go there, blast, go there, be confident and rest well. Rest your body so that you're very well prepared for the interview. You also want to deliberately rest your throat, rest your voice, because an interview like that might be likely just audio. You might not even be asked to turn on your camera, and of course you might be asked to turn on your camera. Just to take note of that, take note of the fact that you might be asked to turn on your camera. So make sure you have a good background, make sure you're properly dressed. It's not when they ask you to turn on your camera, that's when you're now rushing to comb your hair or rushing to wear something. Do you get? So make sure that you're properly clothed, so if you're asked to turn on your camera, you're not caught off guard. I have had a virtual interview before. Yesterday's one I was not asked to turn on my camera, but I have had a virtual interview before that I was asked to turn on my camera, and thank God I was not only ready, I was even on full makeup. So you have to make sure that you're ready for anything that is going to help your confidence. Imagine you're looking tattered and then the next thing you're asked to turn on your camera. If you were even confident before, it might just drop instantly. So you want to make sure you're ready, have a good background. It doesn't have to be well decorated, just a plain wall or a curtain behind you is okay. You don't want to go and start showing them your kitchen or your restroom, do you? So a plain wall, a curtain behind you is perfect. So those are the main things you need to do to prepare for your virtual interview. I don't have to tell you to be on time, but if I do, then please be on time. If there's a meeting link, join the meeting link at least 5 minutes before the meeting. If the meeting is for 2 p.m., join the meeting link. You can actually do so. So if you don't know, you can join the meeting link by 1:55 at least. When you join the meeting link on time, it will also help you to settle in before they join. And if it's some really organized company, I can assure you that by that 5 minutes too, you might even see someone already there. So it's good you join early if possible. You don't want to be the last person to be joining in. I think I've made a mistake before, and it wasn't really much of a big deal, but I prefer to not be the last person to be joining in. In fact, I prefer that when they're coming in, they're meeting me there. And yes, for that of yesterday, I joined in early, so when they were all coming in, they met me there, and that's how you should do too. That way you would also be sure that your network has been stabilized. Imagine you're trying to join in exactly 2 p.m. and then that's when your network is loading. It's showing you that circle, spiral, keep going. You don't want that, and then before it finally logs you in, it's already 2:01, you're 1 minute late. That would not give a good impression. So join in on time. So should I recap all of this point? I'm not sure I can do so, but if you need to rewatch the video to be better prepared, please do so. Just watch the video over again to make sure you jotted all of the points. If there's something else I need to add, I remember and I need to add, I would either leave it in the comment section or I will just do it in another video, and I will put a link to that video in the comment section. So guys, we have come to the end of this video, and as you know already, I believe in you, I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. So if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe right now. Like this video if you haven't, share to people you know that it would be useful to. And of course, leave your comment in the comment section. If you have more questions, if you have contributions, whatever it is you have to make, leave all of that in the comment section and I will respond to it all. Again, I love you and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.